Hello, it's evening. It's Thursday evening, and in spite of it having been a good day here in Yorkshire in the UK, I've not been running trains around the garden. I've actually spent the day, well, not all day. I've been doing other things in the morning, but I spent a good bit of the afternoon and this evening in the shed doing some scenic work, and then latterly I've dropped the lift up section and I've cleaned what seems like a lot of track. So that is the lift up section, which has been lifted up for a while because I've been walking in and out of the shed. It's part of the fiddle yard, and I've been cleaning track, including all 6 of the main running lines in the fiddle yard and the 4 platform lines on the scenic section, and so all of that has been cleaned, and I've tested it, and I'll show you the result of that in the next video clip. Just dodgy point. Anyway, right, a bit of a track clean, some point blades to clean, a couple of fish plates loose. We are running in front of the new retaining wall. Into platform 2 on the station, through and round past the newly filled in embankment, into the fiddle yard, across the lift out section, the middle road of line 2, and then back onto the main running line again. Run this light engine round. Work to do to finish off that canal lock. I can't remember which road of the fiddle yard I've got it set to. Obviously that road. The lining up of the tracks across the board joins, lift up section is, well, they're getting over it, but it's not as good as it could be. And so this is coming back into the station where it started from. And so that's my test now, after a few years of neglect, that I can now run trains around the layout. I've not cleaned the track on the branch line, which is the one with the elevation, and it goes up above this 6-road fiddle yard, just a single road across the door opening lift out section. And I've got to clear those out of the way, of course, but I feel that's been a worthwhile hour or two just cleaning track, checking point blades, and a couple of fish plates on the fiddle yard section. On the main scenic section there's not been any problem. And there we have it. There's the progress so far on the canal. I'll just show you the current status of this retaining wall. A little bit more scatter at the base of the wall, a little bit flicked up onto the wall. And that's my retaining wall, meant to represent brick. and I've done a little bit more down here, made the actual base of the viaduct joined to the ground. I've disguised some joins, yet to finish off with a down pipe which needs some brackets and a collection thing there. The cork, rubberized cork gasket material here, which I've used as a representation of stone wall, dry stone wall, a gate to put in there. I'm just going to turn this off, reverse it into the station, turn that off. Yeah, where was I? So, sorry about that. Stone wall. One has been put in fairly straight there. This one is as I see it up here in Yorkshire, where they tend not to be in a straight line. Very much not. Wiggle all over the place. And that's my current status of the representation of a stone wall. That's not been fixed into the ground, that's just planted there. That's a funny colour of tree. And I've just, because I had some other bits cut, just put some stone wall down there. As you can see, I've knocked a few stones out of the middle there. And from a viewing distance, it doesn't look too bad to my eye. I got this teddy bear fir to represent long grass, and it's a bit long. And I didn't dye it before putting it in place, so I've got to think about that. The mill isn't planted into the ground yet properly. And the water for the canal isn't done yet. And I've got to vacuum up some of the scatter. And I'm still working on scenic bits like this stream. It's got a little bit of varnish in it to start with. This is just scatter that can be vacuumed up tomorrow once it's dry. That will expose the stream. And then the other stream on the other side, past the disused water mill. I'm going to call it disused. There is a water wheel to go on the other side of it, but you won't be able to see that. But I could just leave the water wheel somewhere else and call it a disused mill, because the water's not sufficiently strong to turn the wheel. Who knows? And there's a track running down the other side of the stone wall underneath the viaduct. The back scene doesn't look too far out of place, but little bits to finish off. There's bits of stonework to do down there. Vacuum up the scatter, improve the grass, get some animals in place. Always something to do, isn't there? But that's it for this evening. There's a canal lock in place. Better, finishing of my viaduct there, and embankments to finish off the scenic section a little bit further. So the scenic section ends there. Forget about the back scene back there. I have I don't notice it when I'm running trains. That's the honest fact of the thing. I've put some back scene up there. Occasionally I might see the back scene. So this is all fiddle yard area, but there's a bit of back scene there. I could have something at the top. Almost scenic section, and I'm going to do something here. That's the next bit. But now that's the end of the scenic section. And the corners where the track used to go need work. And the old sidings, which have been chopped off, need work. So there's work to do. I was going to extend the platforms, needs work. So along here, my damaged card buildings need work. And there's a corner there which needs work, mind you. I can do that when I please, and I don't think it's going to be done in the very near future, because I think I'll enjoy tweaking that and running trains.